Workshops, they don't sell us. They have sold the country. Hey! Oh my God. They have sold this country. I told you that this country, they don't sell it to another country, below. Now I say it. Baba want to borrow another 2.343 trillion naira. They need to borrow billion again. Baba is submit letter to National Assembly, where they approve make him borrow 2.343 trillion naira. They say I want to borrow $6.1 billion from multilateral and which other lateral than quite it. You remember that early this year, National Assembly approved the borrowing of 4.6 trillion naira. If you add it with this 2.3 trillion naira, that is approximately Nigeria has borrowed 7 trillion naira in these 5 months of 2021. Hey! Oh my God! Okay now how we do? Aha! We go pay, now we go tire. And what? Clap for them. When peace people. Go the voice. Now we go the border, now we go the voice. Oh my God, oh my God. 7 trillion naira, why? Do you know that Nigerian debt as of 2020 is 31 trillion naira? At this 7 trillion. Nigerian debt then they enter 38 trillion. I swear to God, the next 4 tenure that will come. That is if person can rule for 4 years in 3 times, you know go fit solve this problem. As of 2015, I think the Nigerian external debt was about 1.6 trillion naira. Reduce. This one just the borrow, nothing. This is a country where one state will be generating over 5.6 trillion naira from their tax and whatever, bring it to the federal. They will not share and give to some very lazy states that are not ready to tap into their own resources or make do with what they have. It is this set of lazy states that are even constituting the problem that has impeded the progress of this nation. We are so confused as a people that we are collecting data for cow and human being never get verified data. Are you not aware that there is no slip for printing passport? Now you cannot deposit a certain amount of dollar in your account, so you cannot even buy goods from outside country. And guess what? These particular goods, when they go out of stock, Nigeria cannot produce them. So see, they don't like you enjoying yourself. See, I almost someone easyless one yesterday where in breaking my zuchia. That they are going to put anybody in jail when pay ransom for their family member where they kidnap. So if they kidnap your family, Nigeria cannot provide the security code. No security code. Then they now kidnap somebody. The family now say, we don't want you to kill our person. They now pay ransom. They say for paying ransom to the kidnapper to retrieve your family member that you will go to 15 years in jail. You think say me they lie? You never see the picture. I know so much I was saying I need a formula story. And I know they believe everything. Now saying that they do for this country. If you now know they like it to make another coin here. 15 years in jail if you ever pay any kidnapper. Now the question is this. Are they supposed to be putting the person who paid the ransom in jail or the kidnapper in jail? Have they been able to apprehend the kidnapper? Or they took that one never will pay me. Send us away then kidnap. They kidnap George from inside court for custody. Now, who judge the case? Well, your God can judge me now. Oh my God! Oh, Chikina! This country is in a state of shower. Let me address something quickly. About 4 people, prominent people, they wrote me to say somebody is not a core nationalist. What is this man? Adeparasim. I watched one video he did. I'm going to post that video, only that video, and ask for your objective opinion. But let me address something. The man said something, and he said, with the way this country is going, Yakamata, everybody should have a plan B. Because this country no get us for heart. With the way the country is going, everybody should have a plan B. Some people that are in government, some people that are politicians, see, majority of the people that criticize him are the people that are at the Caesarea of Ifea. Kai, that English is too big. Are the people that are in government. They say that man is not a nationalist, it's not a patriotic. How can he say you should have plan B? Let me tell you, the number one people that have taught us to have plan B from the one are the politicians that have never allowed their children to see the four walls of Nigeria University or Nigerian public schools. Let me ask you, go and do your research. The current Minister of Education, none of him picking school for this country. If you want to even become the Minister of Education in this country, you must have foreign certification. Kai! Hello me.
Will you keep quiet?
Oh my God. How do I mean? You must have MSc from London. You must be this from Philadelphia, Oklahoma, USA, Americas, Chicago, or London. You do this Edo-Share. All these countries, you must get certificate. They'll not say this one has to be well read. It's the best academics. They'll not give you Minister of Education. That means we value foreign certificates. We have so demeaned our own educational systems that if you don't have this foreign certification, you cannot attend that position, for instance.
You only you waka come.
We have even been the one. Do you know that these same people that will tell you they don't want their children to go to Nigerian public university and public school, when I say, okay, since then they tell us that our children need to go Nigerian schools, they will now hijack our public funds, build private universities, with international standard that poor men cannot afford.
Continue.
You will now hear annual fee. I know of one of my brother I spent annual fee in Nigerian University, 1.2 million.
There is God. Oh.
When you listen to Idel Parasin clearly said something. He was mentioning the qualities we should look out for in the next president. I study history in the university. Objectively, everything he has said, anybody that has supported the things he has mentioned are the ones that are finding. See, you are an hypocrite if you ever come out to say that thing that man has said is a lie, or what he's saying are no facts. Do you know that in this country, a local government chairman cannot stand his child going to Nigerian University?
Oh, Mumu, not too much.
He wants the children to be abroad, so that when they are hiring talks, when they are doing this, when they want to cause katakata in the society, when they are spoiling the society, their children will not be there. That is why, let me tell you something. If religious leaders cannot tell you the truth, who do you want to tell you the truth? You want him to join the chunks of those ones that are praising us to politicians? Look at you, man. Who these politicians they fight past? Now religious leaders. Listen, when election then they near, politicians go no mosque, don't go no church. They will call know that woman when they pray for their junction. They will sit down with them, take a pipe with them. Look at them, they will do it to Okada people and say, now we get this country, make the enter power, and then we tell the Okada people, go inside our house, you are constituting instance. That is why one politician in this country can give one human being a talk that has killed people just for him to get into power, 100 million. Rather than carrying that 100 million to create development, employ that same human being that is calling talk, so that that man will not be having pleasure in killing people for another man to get into power, to ruin the life of chunk of the majority. What is happening? 7 trillion naira? In the next 20 years, we never have finish, pa. You think this third world country, they are happy to borrow us so that some more time they will collect the entire franchise of our nation? Go and look at what happened to Mali. Go and check Mali. With the complaint, say our own Coca-Cola, what they drink for here, he need a test. So if you go some place like Mali, Nazobo, then they stop her. See, in this, anytime when China, sometime around last 2 years, I've been last year, China assembled the nations when they hold them money. Guess what? I can't see something. They can't sit down according to the amount where then they hold the China. I feel like in Nigeria sit down second after Malawi. Because in Malawi, Kuma, I don't know whether they swear for this African country. Malawi, how can a country have 1 trillion naira note? Everything apply like China. I started having issues with this country in 2005 when 1,000 naira note was printed. I think some years back they said they wanted to print 5,000 naira note. That will not make it easy for them to steal our money. A lot of politicians in this country, their money is inside container in their compound.
There is God.
I beat my chest to say that. I don't need anything from you. If you're a politician, then I need the fine favor from you, man. What do you want to? You never better my life from childhood. You never do things better where my parents no go need to beg before I go eat as a child. I don't go in and I want to. You cannot look at you. Come out for her. Come out for her. Wickedness everywhere. You got another issue I want to address. I'm coming. This video of Adekwara Senko, I will post it. I'm going to do another. After that video, I'm going to do another video that I'm going to address something.